Hey, what's going on? Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Can you hear me all right? Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I just wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to share with you a little bit of a insider tip, okay? And I've got a lot that I'm working on, so I'm going to make this video short. I need to get a live stream scheduled and set up for tonight. We're going to do a beach sunset walk live stream. So if you guys are interested, come check us out. It will not be on this channel. It'll be on a different channel. So if you know, you know, and if you really, really want to know, then make sure that you check out my community post. Okay. So I wanted to share with you guys information about how to make money. Okay. Which is a typical topic conversation that we have here, but how I make money, or some of the ways in which I make money. So and the ways in which we're using technology and AI today to make that happen. So YouTube is the foundation, basically, and you can pick and choose. Your foundation could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be Threads, it could be Twitter, it could be X, it could be Snapchat, it could be, I don't know, whatever you want it to be. It could be whatever you want it to be as the foundation. And yes, the sun is behind me. And this is part of YouTube, or just social media, or psychology in general, is because each time I do this, it's almost like I'm editing my video, because it introduces a new dynamic and it's somewhat of a distraction. But this distraction is being used intentionally for engagement, as people will be like, Kevin, why are you recording with the sun behind you? Oh my God, it's so annoying. Well, that's not what the video is about. This is just me playing games and utilizing the tricks available to gain reach and ultimately more impressions, and potentially get a video to go viral, in hopes of the people actually listening to the information that I'm sharing. And that is how to make money. So one of the ways in which I do it is on YouTube, but it's not by me making videos. It's by me creating scripts, and ultimately the transcripts that you will read, what the closed caption will be created from. And I create and I write copy. I'm a ghostwriter for other content creators. And the whole purpose of this is to create engaging and like after you do strong keyword research, you create engaging scripts that will entertain. Actually, number one is intrigue the audience, lock them in with a strong hook. Then entertain with a balance of entertaining and educating, and also making sure you have a call to action, so that you can then from there build out even more income streams from not just making the video and getting ad revenue, but getting more. This call to action could be an email sign up, which is free. This call to action could be clicking a link to an Amazon Associates affiliate link. This call to action could be signing up for a third-party website with a paywall. This could be a variety of different things. And there's so many different options out there, and so many different companies willing to offer commissions and royalties for the traffic, that it's simple and easy. And I actually had somebody ask me the other day, Kevin, can you tell me how to get sponsors? I can easily tell you how to get sponsors. I mean, there's really 3 ways of getting sponsors, maybe 4. And they're very, very easy. And it's because I've done this, and I know, and I also know who to talk to, but I also know how to go get them myself if I want them. So if you guys are interested in figuring out how to get sponsors for your channel, then by all means, let me know. But interestingly enough, even in an age with AI, which AI can actually make full-blown videos, shorts, long-form content, simply by you typing in and telling it, or asking it telling it what you want, or asking it to create what you desire. There is still opportunity for human beings to create. Because interestingly enough, even with AI, you need to have the creativity to tell AI what to do. And you also need to make sure that you're doing your own research to make sure that AI is creating content or copy or whatever it may be for your specific niche and audience that is actually going to engage with them and convert on the call to action. And if you do it wrong, you're going to have limited opportunities to save face, because eventually your audience is going to know that you don't know what you're talking about, or at least AI is making it look like you don't know what you're talking about, and they will disappear. So that's why I'm able to have these conversations with you, just flat out talking to you, because these are things that I do, these are things that I know, and these are things that I understand. So I don't need to read a script to tell you. Then there's nothing wrong with reading a script. And to be honest with you, people read scripts all the time. The news anchors that you see on TV, they're reading scripts, transcripts. The president of the United States, no matter who the president is reading a script. Actors and actresses, they read scripts. Granted, there are some improv situations, but for the most part, people read scripts. The difference is the quality of the script, and or do they want you to know? So some people are reading scripts and they don't care if you know. They have cards in front of them, or they're holding a piece of paper, or it doesn't matter, But then others wanted to come off as natural, which is probably why I am so effective at doing what I do, is because I write scripts how people talk, if that makes sense. So, pausing and inflections, and I even introduce errors in the scripts, because no one is perfect. And when you have a conversation, sometimes you slip up, sometimes you mispronounce a word, sometimes you forget certain things, sometimes you look away when you're talking and thinking about certain things. And these are all parts of being natural if you want your script to come across as being natural. Now, this is going to vary depending on your channel and your audience type and your niche. But effectively, I'm able to create an additional stream of income by creating content, copy, scripts, transcripts, ghostwriting for other YouTubers that you guys may have even watched or even subscribed to, and you just never knew it. Now, I'm not going to disclose who my clients are, but I will share with you guys that, these opportunities that exist to bring in extra money. Some of you guys may be really good at writing, maybe are very creative. And oftentimes some of what I even do in writing is me just talking speech to text into my Microsoft Word, so I don't have to actually type it out. But that's neither here nor there. The simple fact of the matter is that for the folks who come to me asking me about passive income and ways to increase their income and make more money, yes, YouTube is always going to be like my number one go-to. Despite however many issues and problems and gripes and complaints I have with the platform and the algorithm and their staff and everything else that's associated with it, nothing's perfect, and it never will be. No job you have would ever be perfect, and you wouldn't complain about it. There's always going to be something that rubs you the wrong way that you're not going to like, but it is what it is. You got to, pick and choose your battles, basically. And I think the fight and the battle with YouTube is the strongest, and it can provide so many additional opportunities from this baseline foundation that you build here. Much like Instagram, much like Twitter, I would probably say if it wasn't YouTube, it would probably be TikTok, and then Twitter, and then Instagram, probably. But I like the monetization features of YouTube the most, and the format the best. I don't necessarily love the changes in the algorithm, but it is what it is. Depending on the audience that you're trying to attract, YouTube may not be the best choice. Twitter or TikTok might actually be, because honestly, as I'm scrolling through just different news feeds, there's essentially three. I'll say there's three. There's three main audience targets that are being focused on right now across the board. But the audience that TikTok is after is not the same audience that YouTube's after, and it's not the same audience that Twitter's after. Okay. So depending on which one you're going after is going to be the platform you probably want to be on for the greatest possibility of reach and exposure and growing a following and subscriber base. But there is a commonality amongst these three, but I'll save that for another video if you guys are interested. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. The opportunities are almost limitless. I have started new channels. I am working on other channels. I'm still working with other creators as a partner, as a manager, as a consultant, as a coach, and ultimately redoing or rebranding this channel without changing the name. And the name was not going to be like, I'm going to change my name personally to another person's name. I was going to change the channel name to like YouTuber coach or something like that, or the latest news on whatever. It wasn't going to change my name, like my personal name. That I don't know why somebody would say that. That was ridiculous. But that's pretty much it. Later on, we got more planned, and I actually want to go into some of the other strategies that exist out there that people are promoting. And some of the ones that I would probably stay away from that will ultimately cost me more money than it will make, but how to understand, identify, and use these to make more money. And this could be enough money to just pay some bills, get out of debt, or save for a rainy day, invest. Whatever you want it to be for, your choice. If you want to get rich, that's fine too. If you don't, more power to you. But ultimately, we can use these as ways to increase. So I'll just simplify it like this. If you want to make more money, someone is going to have to pay you. And that's pretty much it. And if you want to make more money, you're going to have to find a way to increase how much you make for every hour that you work, or more importantly, find ways to make money even when you're not technically working. And then from the hours you work and the money you make, and the money you make from the time that you're not actually physically working, you can make that money make more money. You see what I'm saying? And then ultimately that's how it's going to happen. It's not going to happen through buying anything online. I'll just say it like that. I'll just blanket statement. It's not going to happen by buying anything online that you think is going to make it happen. It's not going to happen through any changes in the tax code. It's not going to happen through any freebies or handouts given by the government. And most importantly, the reason why I say it's not going to happen by buying anything online is because just because you buy something doesn't mean that it will work. It doesn't mean that you will work. It doesn't mean that you will make it work. And for instance, I'll give you a simple, basic example of what I mean. How many people do you know, or you know of, or heard of, or seen stories about that have gone to college and they have spent tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to obtain degrees, bachelor's, master's, PhD, doctorate, to only then not necessarily reach their full potential and make the money that they expected or you would expect them to make, and are still buried in student loan debt and struggling to get by. Degrees that may, in essence, possibly even be obsolete at this point in time. Those people bought what they thought they needed to get what they wanted, but they didn't in turn make that happen, or it hasn't happened yet. So just because you spend it and buy it and dive into it and you go through the experience or whatever, that doesn't guarantee you success. I know a lot of folks in real estate, as I've had some professionals on the channel here recently, which I have some videos I need to edit to bring to you guys with some real estate updates. And I know people who go out, they get a real estate license. They think that, okay, I got a real estate license. Now I'm going to start making a lot of money. And it doesn't just automatically happen. You have to then take what you have and use it to your best ability and make it work. And there's no set, linear, defined path. It's all going to be different for everybody, every different particular market, region, zip code, time frame. A real estate agent in 2010 compared to a real estate agent in 2015, compared to a real estate agent in 2020, compared to a real estate agent in 2023, these are all different times. So I'm not telling you guys not to try. I'm not telling you guys not to invest. I'm not telling you guys not to pursue opportunities to make you better. But I am saying that you can't just buy something that someone's trying to sell you that work for them and automatically think that it will work for you. That makes sense.